Good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly raise from your seat to welcome the Chair of RSS Working Group Meeting, Chief of INP, and Director General of MSG Secretariat. I would like to say welcome for Chair of Regional Security Strategy Working Group Meeting, His Excellency Melanesian Chief of Indonesian National Police, Police General Muhammad Tito Karnavian, PSD, and Director General of Melanesian Spearhead Group Secretariat, Ambassador Amenatafe Yuveli. Participants, may I have a seat, please? We will give chance to the media to take pictures for 3 minutes before we commence the opening ceremony. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Honorable Chair of Regional Security Strategy Working Group Meeting, His Excellency Melanesian the Chief of Indonesian National Police, Police General Muhammad Tito Karnavian, PSD, Director General of Melanesian Spearhead Group Secretariat, Ambassador Amenatafe Yuveli, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Excellency. We already heard the statement. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to bring you to the next agenda. It is welcome statement by Chief of Indonesian National Police. So please welcome Police General Muhammad Tito Karnavian, PSD. Floor is yours.
So good morning, everyone. Excellency, the General of MSG Secretariat, Ambassador Amenatafe Yuveli. I'm not sure whether I'm pronouncing that right. And also Chairman of Regional Security Strategy Working Group, MSG, Mr. Ulaisi Ravula. Ambassador Desra Percaya, my colleague, he's Director General of Asia Pacific and Africa from the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Indonesia. Distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I would like to welcome you warmly in the city of flowers, Bandung. Sometimes also being called as this Paris van Java. This is, the Dutch terminology for Bandung because it's almost like Paris in Europe, surrounded by mountains, in a cool area, peaceful environment, and also friendly people here in Bandung. Bandung is being chosen as our venue for this working group because of number of reasons. You know that I'm quite happy already visiting Fiji during our peace ministerial meeting. I mean, in Nandi, in Nandi. I'm really happy. First time for me to be in Fiji and Pacific Islands. Even though Pacific Islands, Fiji, even Vanuatu, already close to me personally, because I did my command and staff college in Vanuatu, in Auckland, in the year back 1998, when I was a major. Then I did also a number of courses in Australia and have got very close relationship with the police in Australia. I joined mosque management of serious crime course, OAFP, and also Army Staff College in Queensland, Melbourne. So whereby I've got a lot of friends coming from Pacific Islands, from Fiji, from Vanuatu, from Solomon, even from PNG. I've got a lot of friends over there. So again, Pacific Islands, even though first time visit to Fiji, but Pacific Islands already in my heart, long before. This working group follow up this ministerial meeting conducted last April. So we have got a common perspective on the need to strengthen our cooperation, because crimes borderless today, even with the advent of internet, IT, and so on, so they can cross our borders. So we have got common problems around the world. Police got only one enemy, which is crime, regardless ethnicities, nations, countries, religions, whatever. But the police must go hand in hand globally in order to tackle and to counter crimes committed by our common enemies. Otherwise, criminals can take advantage on the gap between countries or states. So, based on this perception, Indonesia, particularly Indonesian police, trying very hard to develop and to build up relationship with any police entities around the world. Indonesia joined ASEAN, all members of ASEAN, Southeast Asian countries, also joined the Interpol. Then several weeks ago, we went to Beijing to join Interpol conference. Last year we hosted, attended by 164 countries, breaking the record first time, the biggest delegation in Bali. Then our friendly countries from Pacific Islands also joining, some to Bali. But this year, last month, we went to Beijing. Then we joined also conference, Interpol conference, and we are quite happy. Also, we strongly support nomination of Solomon Islands being the member of Interpol. Then we succeeded, you succeeded as well, already been accepted as a member of Interpol, together with Palestine, in which we are also supporting the membership. And we suppose that Vanuatu can be joining also the club of Interpol for the next time. And Indonesian police also will be happy also, to support such membership. So Pacific Islands also very important for Indonesia. Again, we have got a number of common problems, such as internet-related crimes. In Indonesia today, we have got 150 million people. Almost 200 million are internet users, particularly those, having access to gadget applications and so on. Mobile phone today is already being part of our body. Same thing, when you go, I beg your pardon, when you go to the bathroom, for instance, you will remove everything, but mobile phone still remaining with you. Yeah, you are browsing, by squatting, still browsing internet sometimes. So time is, you can, from that back room, criminals, they can go around the world, including to our countries. Internet-related problems, crimes, is the most important one. Apart from that, also, of course, we have got problems of drugs, for instance. Indonesia suffered a lot due to drug-related problems. 2 months ago, we also broken our record. We seized 1 ton of ice or shabu being smuggled in from Taiwan, China. We confiscated also the first time the vessel, the boat being used to smuggle such narcotics. So we have got also, I believe also you have got also the same problem in terms of drugs. In PNG, for instance, I used to be the chief of police 2012-2014 of Papua province. I know that we have got a problem in our borders with marijuana, for instance, being smuggled in or smuggled out between PNG and Indonesian border, Papuan border. We have also problem today, rising problem of terrorism. Indonesia is one of the center of gravity in terms of terrorist-related problem. We have a problem in Marawi, Philippines, spillover of the problem from southern Philippines into Indonesia. There are also a number of attacks here. That's why we already expanded improved our capabilities in terms of countering terrorism and some other problems. Fishing issue, for instance, or whatever. So I believe we have got common problems, including between Indonesia and Pacific Islands. That's why we already agreed during our meeting, Minister of Police meeting in Jakarta in April, to go hand in hand, to go more operationally on working level. So this is the reason why we are reaching agreement to have a working group, and we are quite happy that working group, the first working group, would be conducted here in Bandung. So we have got mandate already. Within the structure of Indonesia, we don't have any Minister of Police because the Chief of Police also a portfolio as the Minister of Police. So I'm also a member of Cabinet, reporting directly to our President. And in fact, being Chief of Police in Indonesia, well, I would like to share a bit about my, what I have in my mind. One of the most headache and complicated job maybe in the world is being the Chief of Police in Indonesia. Why? Because number one is the second biggest police force in the world after China. But China is easier because it's a socialist country in terms of political system. You can do with hard measures and so on. But Indonesia, with 150 million people, stretching 3 time zones from the west to the east. So we have got a lot of problems because it's democratic society. Since 1998, we have got transition of political system from semi-authoritarian regime to be democratic society today. So we have got the freedom. Sometimes, we feel too much freedom. You are free to talk, congregate, whatever. Yes, that's why sometimes you have got demonstration also. Yeah, early this year we have got election in Jakarta, the capital, and number of demonstration reaching almost 1 million people. But we are quite happy because we have secured the elections peacefully. So again, Bandung is being chosen as the venue because of number of reasons. Number one is that because this is a cool area. So during discussion, it's very important, if we are our brain also quite cool. Yeah, I believe that in a cool area with friendly people here, and you have got amenities here, you can enjoy and talk and discuss to having a fruitful outcome for our interest for our own countries and also for our cooperations. That's number one. Number two, also, we would like to introduce you to another part of Indonesia. I believe some of you maybe already visited Jakarta, the capital, or Bali, one of our tourist destinations over there. But I'm just wondering if only 1 or 2 persons already visiting Bandung. We would like to introduce Bandung as the third biggest city in Indonesia after Jakarta and Surabaya. And number 3, because this city is very monumental historically. Because in 1955, this is the venue of very big and monumental occasion for Asia and African countries. We have a conference, the first conference of Asia and Africa here in Bandung, hosted by the then president, our first president Sukarno. So you see that ASEAN countries and African countries already gone hand in hand, develop camaraderie between 2 continents, because that we feel we should do so in order to challenge, particularly, also to improve our cooperation, to catch up with the other already developed countries. So this is monumental. I'm hoping that, by sitting and staying in this historical city, this meeting, first working group meeting, could be monumental as well for us, for our future cooperation, and more operational and realistic cooperation in the future. I suppose that you can enjoy Bandung. You have got also opportunity to visit the headquarters of regional police in Bandung. We have got the chief of police here, Pak Agung, General Agung. He is the chief of police of West Java. West Java is the most populated province in Indonesia with 44 million populations. In Bandung alone, we have got around 2.8 million people. So you have got also opportunity to visit our Command and Staff College. Our Command and Staff College also already honored with the some of the police officers from Pacific Islands already attended. Yeah, we are happy, and again we are extending our offer also to our Pacific Island friends to come and to attend any course, including Command and Staff College here you are going to visit. Then also you've got another program. Well, this one is not really serious because you're going to visit the crater, the Mount Tangkuban, which is around 1 hour drive from here to get there. You can go to the top over there to see the crater, but please not to jump into the crater. Otherwise, I've got a problem. I have to look after you and to ensure that you are really safe here. Finally, also, I'd like to introduce you to Indonesian delegation here. So we have got a big number of delegation here, including the leader is General Petrus Wayne. Yeah, he's from Papua actually. Yes. Used to be the deputy chief of police of Papua, West Papua. Already promoted to be 1-star general. He's now becoming a senior lecturer in the Command and Staff College. I suppose that if he's performing well, then can be promoted to be the chief of police anyway. Follow up his senior, because his senior, General Paulus Waterpau, also from Papua, now is already the king. The chief of police now in North Sumatra. This is the most populated in Sumatra Islands, with around 30 million population over there, and commanding almost 30,000 police officers over there, and also the fourth biggest city in Indonesia, Medan, with around 2.5 million people over there. It's in Papua. So you need to see that in the case of Indonesia, we have got egalitarian, we are similar. Anyone have got opportunity based on the performance. If they are really good, they can go to the top. Same thing, like General Paulus Waterpau. Actually, I'm asking him to come here today, but he has got very urgent thing to do back in Medan, in Sumatra, cannot join with us. But if you Google his name, then you have got his name and his face over there. Yeah, it's not already 2-star general, and I've got another chance maybe to be improved in terms of career development as well. So again, the deputy leader of delegation is Colonel Alfred Papare. Is also Papuan. Yes, he's from. Yeah, he's Papuan, but he's very handsome man actually. Now already, he's in charge of internal affairs in the biggest one and the most important provincial police force in the capital, Jakarta. So, as head of internal affairs, he's in charge of, whipping any naughty police officers in the capital. So again, thanks very much for taking time and also, doing long journey from Pacific Islands, from your country, to get here in Bandung. I suppose it can be valuable and you can enjoy the meeting apart from the city and the country as well. I thank you very much. You are very much welcome. Good luck. Thank you.